Welcome to the story world. Deep within the heart of the whispering woods, where the trees are as tall as skyscrapers and the leaves hum a gentle lullaby, lived a magnificent lioness named Luna. Luna was known throughout the forest for her golden fur and eyes that sparkled like amber. But more than her beauty, she was respected for her fierce bravery. Recently, the forest had become even more special for Luna. Inside a hidden, cool stone cave near the Emerald Glade, she was raising her four tiny treasures: Pip, Squeak, Dash, and Rumble. These cubs were so young that their eyes were still tightly shut, like little fuzzy buttons. They spent their entire day in a heap of golden fur, dreaming of butterflies. But don't let their size fool you. When they were hungry, they would let out a chorus of tiny mews and roars that echoed off the cave walls. If Luna was even a minute late with their milk, the mewing turned into a thunderous protest. Luna would just purr, licking their velvet ears, promising to keep them safe from the world outside. On the sun-scorched side of the Whispering Woods lived Barnaby. Once, Barnaby was the undisputed king of the jungle. His roar could stop a waterfall, and his stride made the earth tremble. But time had caught up with him. His mane was now a dusty gray, and his legs felt like heavy logs. Unable to chase the swift deer or the clever zebras, Barnaby had resorted to eating fallen wild berries, roots, and crunchy leaves. He missed the taste of a royal feast. He spent most of his days sighing under a baobab tree, dreaming of his glory days. One afternoon, a flash of orange and brown swung down from the branches. It was Flip, the most mischievous monkey in the Whispering Woods. Flip lived for gossip and pranks. He sat on a branch, peeling a juicy mango, and looked down at the weary lion.
My, Barnaby.
Flip chirped, tossing a mango peel at the lion's nose.
You look like a rug that's been beaten too many times. Is a lion really meant to live on salad?
Barnaby groaned.
Quiet, Flip. My hunting days are over. I can barely catch my breath, let alone a gazelle.
Flip's eyes glinted with a wicked idea. He leaned down and whispered,
What if I told you about a feast that doesn't require any running? In the cave near the glade, Luna has 4 plump, juicy cubs. They can't run, they can't fight, and they are just sitting there, waiting.
Barnaby's stomach gave a loud, hungry growl. The thought of a feast made his mouth water. But he was still a bit wise.
But what about Luna? She's the bravest hunter in the woods. If she catches me, I'll be history.
Flip waved a hand dismissively.
Oh, Barnaby, don't be such a scaredy cat. I've watched her. Every evening after she feeds the cubs, she heads out into the deep valley to hunt for herself. She stays away half the night. If we go when the sun touches the horizon, she'll be gone.
Barnaby's greed finally won over his fear.
I can't wait for sunset, Flip. I haven't had a real meal in months. Take me there now.
Flip hopped onto Barnaby's back, grabbing his dusty mane like a steering wheel.
Fine, let's go. But remember, if Luna is home, we stay in the shadows.
As they approached the cave, Barnaby began to imagine his dinner. He whispered to himself,
I'll eat 2 today, and maybe save the other 2 for a midnight snack.
He was so lost in his greedy thoughts that he didn't notice the wind changing. Inside the cave, Luna's ears twitched. She had the best hearing in the Whispering Woods. She smelled a strange, musty scent, the scent of an old lion, and heard the muffled giggles of a monkey. She looked at her sleeping cubs and realized she couldn't leave them to fight. She had to use her mind. She saw Barnaby's shadow creeping toward the cave entrance. He was looking at her cubs with hungry eyes. Luna didn't growl. Instead, she reached out and gently tickled Dash and Rumble. The cubs woke up, grumpy and hungry. They began to cry at the top of their lungs. The cave amplified their high-pitched screams. Luna then took a deep breath and shouted in a voice so loud and terrifying it made the birds fly 3 miles away.
"Oh, my sweet little monsters, hush now. I know you are starving. I know the deer we had last night was far too small for 4 hungry warriors like you. But look, I can see a big old animal lurking right outside our door. Just wait a few more seconds. As soon as he steps inside, I will catch him, and you shall have a massive feast. Today we eat a giant."
Outside, Barnaby froze. His knees began to knock together.
Giant hunters? They ate a whole deer? And they want to eat me?
He didn't wait to hear another word. Barnaby turned around and bolted. He ran through brambles, he tripped over roots, and he didn't stop until he reached his baobab tree, gasping for air. Flip, who had fallen off during the frantic run, caught up with him, laughing hysterically.
Barnaby, you coward! Luna was playing a trick on you. Those cubs are no bigger than my mangoes. They can't eat a lion.
Barnaby was panting, his tongue hanging out.
You didn't hear her, Flip. She called them monsters. They are dangerous. Trust me.
Flip pleaded.
I'll prove it to you. I'll sit on your back and guide you to a secret hole in the cave roof. You can see for yourself how tiny they are. Once you see them, your hunger will return. I promise.
Hunger is a powerful thing. Barnaby, feeling a bit embarrassed, agreed. Flip hopped back on his back, and they returned to the cave. But Luna was ready. She saw them coming from a distance. She saw Flip sitting on Barnaby's back like a master. She realized Flip was the one whispering in the old lion's ear.
"So Flip is the mastermind."
Luna whispered to herself.
"Time to finish this game."
As Barnaby crept closer, trembling with every step, Luna tickled all 4 cubs this time: Pip, Squeak, Dash, and Rumble. They let out a deafening wail. Luna yelled out, her voice echoing like thunder.
"Well done, Uncle Flip. I see you have kept your promise. I told my hungry children that you were our most loyal spy. You promised to trick that old slow lion and bring him right to our front door for dinner, and look at you. You've brought him exactly where we want him. Come in, Flip. Push him inside so the children can start their feast."
Barnaby's eyes went wide as saucers. He looked back at Flip on his shoulders. He didn't see a friend. He saw a traitor who was delivering him like a pizza to a cave of monsters.
You tricked me!
Barnaby roared. Before Flip could even say,
Wait!
Barnaby jumped into the air with a massive leap. Flip was sent flying into a patch of prickly cacti. Barnaby ran faster than he had ever run in his youth. He didn't just leave the glade. He left the Whispering Woods entirely. He decided right then and there that wild berries were actually quite delicious and far less likely to try and eat him. Luna curled up with her cubs, who had finally fallen back to sleep. The Whispering Woods returned to their peaceful hum. Luna knew that as long as she had her wits about her, her family would always be the true royalty of the forest. The moral of the story is, wit is more powerful than claws, and a calm mind can conquer the greatest of fears. Please share, subscribe, and comment. Also press the bell icon.